Okay, guys. It literally disconnected. So hopefully it won't disconnect again because I'm literally gonna crash out. I don't want to end it just yet. It was only like 30 minutes. I just exited out of OBS and reopened it, so I hope it doesn't. Let me skip because this shit's too loud. Won't let me speak.
DANGANRONPA.
Okay, I accidentally turned down the volume. I literally just exited out of everything and I... This happened yesterday too, but I didn't start a new stream. I just ended it after like 30 minutes. I hope Mondo and Taco survived. Worried about the two of them, I hurried to the dining hall more quickly than usual. And when I entered... What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What the?
Yo.
Hey, Makoto. Thank you so much for acting as our witness yesterday. Are they friends now? They've been like this all morning. They were all buddy-buddy as soon as they walked in. It feels gross. Feels gross? Hell no. Feels great, more like. This is almost like sexual harassment somehow. Forget her, bro. A girl like her just doesn't get our manly bond.
You hear me?
Friendship between men is stronger than blood. A woman can never understand.
Ain't that right?
What you just said, bro, that was cool as shit. I should get a tattoo of it. What the hell?
Without a doubt.
No, bro, you mustn't. Your body is a temple given to you by your loving parents. So, who won the contest?
Piece of shit.
Who gives a shit?
Got it.
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions. What matters is that we both took part in it together.
I see.
Yeah, for real. All throughout breakfast that morning, the room was dominated by Mondo and Taka's overpowering brotherhood. All in all, it was a pretty unfortunate experience. Who could that be? Wondering who had come to visit, I opened the door and someone forced their way in. What is this little girl doing in my room? What's the matter?
What's your problem?
Why are you so surprised? Am I really that annoying? I already know I'm annoying. Anyway, keep here knowing that, so it makes this okay. I have a favor to ask. I want you to go somewhere with me. And where is it you want to go? Well, the library. Huh? Where, are you looking for a book or something? No. Why don't you just ask Byakuya? It says all this time in the library anyway. Did I say something wrong? You're not a blabbermouth, right? This has to be a secret. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but if you want me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. Then let's go to the library. Okay, I got it. The library. Jeez, why so pushy? Quiet. Be quiet when you go in. Don't let him see you. She actually was starting to get annoying, but I did what she said and gently crept into the library. Unsurprisingly, Byakuya was there by himself, absorbed in a book.
He's here. He's really here.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, Makoto, go talk to him. What? Stop being so loud. Just hurry up and go talk to him.
You go talk to him if you want to so bad.
I can't. I don't want to interrupt him.
It's kind of crazy. My goodness. He seems to be really focused on that book. It doesn't seem like the best time to talk to him. Hey, you. What are you doing back here? I hate even having to look at you. So you noticed me, huh? Of course. Now hurry up and leave. And take her with you. Hey, Byakuya? Remember how you said don't be a woman who dominates weak men, be a woman dominated by a strong man? I never said that. Well, actually, I just thought it sounded like something you might say. Get out. And go take a bath. You smell.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Go now before your stench latches onto the entire room. Okay. He really dug into us there. Maybe he's in a bad mood. He must be really concerned about me, huh? He told me to take a bath and everything. He must really care about my well-being. Hey Makoto, what do you think? Think about what? Do you think the Akio and I would be good together? Oh, well, I don't really know. That's true. There's no way of knowing. But the distance between us doesn't change your love. Because as soon as you realize your feelings, the love is born. That's how love works. Okay. There might come a day when you understand. Maybe someday. Well, bye. Young love. Who would ever have guessed you would go someone like him? But you can passion because also be scary sometimes. At least people walk in the wrong direction. All of a sudden, I feel exhausted. Maybe I'll head back to my room for now. Alright, y'all. Let's see who talk to today. I have not seen this girl in like days. Oh, let's talk to him.
I feel as if...
Ah, Mr. Naegi. Glad you came. Yeah, let's just spend some time with him. Whatever. I don't think any of this free time really matters. I can just I think it's just for my points. I don't think any of them.
Mr. Naik!
Oh.
Yep. That's it. Here we go.
Oh no. Is it a circle? Oh, it's nighttime already.
Ahem. School announcement. Nighttime. All students.
Gather in the gym. Oh, I I thought that was just a regular announcement. I guess. Oh, wait. Did something happen? Wait, why are we going to the gym? Wait, let me talk to Kyoka. Oh, the music is getting ominous.
Indeed. Right. Goodbye.
Where's the gym? The gym. I don't remember where the gym's at. Oh, well, I guess it's on the other side. Like right down there. Ooh, who is it this time? Was there death? Who was it? I don't know. Where's the gym? Where's this damn gym at? Oh, it's right here. Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this, what could he possibly want? Indeed, what might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode?
What the heck?
There's something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up?
Huh?
What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular, just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
What is this?
I'm not in denial. This reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? It seems like there's no sign whatsoever possible rescue. That's just...
Huh?
I wonder what actually happened.
Certainly.
It's strange, that's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area. The police suck. On the contrary, the mastermind may be that powerful to take control even of the police. Oh, this might not be related, but they don't say it. I'm gonna say it.
It's not like some
It's
occult
about
mystery.
last night. I was near the main hall just staring off into space. When all of a sudden, I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that I don't know what it was. What kind of sound? Well, like I said, I really don't know, but if I had to describe it, it was like a construction site, I guess. Construction site? I mean, I could just be making that up. I only barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. Must have been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Say what? What you talking about, Choco? He's arrived. What Hero heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion. Huh? Or maybe a machine gun. That can kind of sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped, my lips are sealed, I am fully puckered. It's a secret, little secret.
And?
Fine, let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us here?
Say what?
You don't beat around the old bush, do ya? Ready for me to get to that point, huh?
You please.
Before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. My stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably become of this ho-hum, boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue.
Yep.
Listen, can I just be frank? The next Blacken hasn't shown up yet. I'm getting bored.
Hey,
So I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. Motivate? Another set of videos or something? Are you gonna show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder? Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say. Just awful.
You hear me?
I don't know what you've got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore. No matter what you do, I swear to God, we won't. That's very big talk. You're best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. This time it's embarrassing memories and secrets. As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. So I did a little investigating of my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets.
and those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed the envelopes at her feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in the 5th grade. What? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. You have 24 hours as long as we come back by then. Our deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in an advanced trap with loudspeakers to spill the beans. Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? So that's what you meant by motivate. Yep, you got it. They're all pretty unpleasant. Trust me, none of you want to reveal that stuff, right? It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but we'd never kill over that. Something like that.
What?
What'd you say? He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing.
This is kind of
Oh no. Okay, now I think I'm getting an idea of who could be next. Of who could kill next. I don't know who's gonna be killed next. Wait, I think I know. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect from the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know no matter what, so I assume you'd all be the same, which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. You're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay, then in 24 hours, I'll expose our secrets just to make myself feel a little better.
Okay.
So sad, so depressed, but not well. With an almost convincing look of depression and dejection on his face, Monokuma receded into the gym's depths.
So,
I don't know what to expect after, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one? Having those secrets revealed is going to be totally embarrassing. But that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Listen to me!
I have a brilliant idea. Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now?
Without a doubt.
If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right?
Quiet down and
Anyway, so
listen.
my embarrassing thing is, I don't want to hear your stupid story. What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to talk about mine.
As for me-
Neither do I. Not because it's unpleasant, because it is impossible.
Oh?
Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you. Absolutely not.
Come on.
Come on.
Just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on.
Honestly.
As I said.
Here we
Come on,
go.
come on, come on, come on.
Hey,
I said I don't want to talk about it, you bag of lard.
say what?
Oh. I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
so,
If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super sad to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anyone over it. I hope you're right. A secret so bad you kill someone to keep it. Nobody's got something like that, right? Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but
You hear me?
each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're gonna die because of it. So you know, don't do anything hasty. The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more. It's nighttime.
This as such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet.
Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's call it a day.
course.
Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow. Okay, let's just go back to our room then. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about, a way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was starting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least that's what I thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic, which probably why without too much of a struggle. Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep, but what I didn't know is that even a tragedy was taking place. Did someone die? Do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active, I mean. For example, it's the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, these are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? There's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it without calculated intent. So make that choice, then put it into action. It's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering what's the point of trying to make.
Well, I'm not totally sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the...
Morning, good morning.
Good
Oh.
morning!
Why is this little boy in my room? Nice reaction. I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. What are you doing here?
Yep.
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person. What the hell for? Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figure I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates. What?
Say what?
Your face is all blue like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? That's for me to know and for you to find out. Good luck. Something happened to someone? Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No what ifs are pointless, especially now when. The dining hall? I need to get to the dining hall. Makoto! Are you okay?
Hey.
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and Byakuya? They're the only one here. Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something?
Perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it yet because of what happened yesterday? It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that, huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook, do you realize how dangerous that is? Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do to me to go on my way to help you?
just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Okay, I think I know where to look. If I remember. No, it was in the pool. No. Well, yeah, it wasn't. I think it was in the locker room. Let's go to the locker room. I think that was upstairs. Okay, where was it? I don't remember where this shit was. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Where was it? Was it the pool? I think it was the pool. I don't remember where the pool is though. No. Okay, maybe it was downstairs. No, it's right there. Let's go to the locker room. The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked? Yeah, it was right there. I think I know who died.
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors.
Okay, never mind.
Please look around
Well,
to your
I guess, yeah.
heart's content.
This is where I'm supposed to be at.
It's
Investigation.
all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya?
I see.
Judging from what he said, there can be no doubt a murder here really has taken place. Come on. And the locker rooms? They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if only talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Yeah, I knew it, and I think I know who it was. What? I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at, but as soon as I did, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Damn. Yep. Barely in chapter 2, damn. This is a long-ass game. Starting to realize how long it is. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand?
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching all this unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
But Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow, and somehow been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. The murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head,
The heck?
I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of
A
time,
body
which you may
has been
use however you
discovered.
like, the class trial will begin.
That's so 2020 TikTok. It gives me 2021 vibes. What the hell was that? That's right, you were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. Imagine it so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement that Chihiro really is dead? Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go around everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time has passed at all. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim? Which means we're not in the same position once again. Fuck, man.
What the?
What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Shut up. Okay, I guess we have to look around. Oh, the blood.
Hey.
Look at the wall. Are these letters on the wall? Well, can I look at the letters?
Hey.
Oh no, I mean, these. She meant these letters. Wait, is this the boys' locker room or the girls? Oh, this is the boys' locker room. So whoever killed her has to be a guy, or else they would have gotten shot by the gun. The word bloodless is written on the wall in blood, so I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodless in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
But going so far to write bloodless at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. But I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. So it has to be Taka, Hifumi, Mondo, or Byakuya. I think I know who it is though. Toko? Or the clairvoyant guy. What was his name? I forgot. Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. So was that 5? People who it could be. Toko, obviously it's Mami. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. Why? Why? She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Hina rushed over to collapse Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As if she literally jumped up from where she was lying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. Well, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She wasn't hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top, inning, and a bottom. A sea, truth, and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she's so completely different. Everything's fine. At least the start is all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
So...
She's totally ignored me. Well, you take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind after what happened last time. Surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat
There is no
myself.
question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Is that right, Makuma?
Of course.
Right as rain, but don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Stop monologuing. Give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Well, let me present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. Do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way!
Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's not true, but that's true. But to jump into it so soon. If you want to die, fine, then go off and die somewhere right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show her respect, or I'll be something to you. Stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said.
Because that's right.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around killing everybody, then no one has an added to regulation. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
hey!
Well, in a good measure, you don't want to miss out on the potential of a serial killer angle.
Yeah!
Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is
Well, for
waiting
now,
for
I'll
you.
catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up. For now, Taka and me are gonna drop Taka off at her room. Next, I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to
We have
be
no time
done.
to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true, I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. That's the gate. First of all, I better check my file. Okay. Wait! Let me look at it again. Do you have a second, huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during the investigation, huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve?
Stop
No,
talking.
you seem to have limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible,
Let's
though.
go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya, honestly. Let me check my, my thing again. 2:00 a.m. Girls' locker room. On the 2nd floor of the school. Death was a blow. Let's go down. Fill the head with a blunt object she was couldn't see. Okay. Let's just look around then, I guess. The bloodstain, there's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. A blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell is actually the murder
That's
weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Let me click on the blood. There's a flesh bloodstain and the culprit must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Written on the wall in blood with the meaning behind it, bloodless. Must have happened during the murder. Let's look at the body. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well,
What?
but we're still not sure he did it, is what you want to say. I wonder about that. Let's talk to everybody then. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. She sure did. She did. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here, but did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong after all. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Mando's account. Alright.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying that she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never really showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. But instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Perhaps it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needs support from others. So you're saying she could have came in here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay.
What? Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the other locker room. Okay, well, there could be something in there, damn.
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. The card readers have all been assigned to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the general listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the Silly Mountain Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from reading someone else their handbook, right? Correct?
Of course.
Correct. So then that means that only the girls can go into the girls' locker room and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Shiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since your hero was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. Such a killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple, but am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you this whole time. Loaning your e-handbook to understand is strictly prohibited. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. They meant to snip out a loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you, to add a little more excitement to things? You're treating me like a puny little appetizer to the main course that I am.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness. There's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. How did you know these were here? I happened to find them by chance the other day. It seems like there's a system in place where handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. Oh, so did he borrow one of them? Now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks. Okay.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. The other one won't turn on. Must be Leon's, right?
I see.
The memory of it came flooding back.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't
But
hear
it's a
you!
secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
That's fine.
I don't see any connection to the case. It doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay, what else? I'm gonna go to the other locker room. There could be some stuff in there. Okay, let's leave. Okay, never mind. What's more to check? Let's check this again. But more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed your
Don't
hero?
make me repeat
Absolutely, I have
myself.
no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
What?
Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre, brutal method. They're like the ghosts attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer, Genocide Jack? They say he's killed thousands of people, but that gotta be an urban legend. Still could be one of us, really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. Okay, can I leave though? What? Else needs to be checked. I already checked that.
Don't make.
Oh, yes.
It's all.
Hey, you two. Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have time to play.
We're busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency, emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help me. Okay, girl, what's up?
Please,
What's up? What do you want?
please. Has,
Oh, wait.
please. Has,
Oh my god, I keep accidentally clicking out of it.
please. Has, I mean,
In the emergency, what happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do,
Very
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me
Don't make me
repeat
repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Come on, hurry.
Let's go.
Where is her room? It's over here. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? After what happened in the girls' locker room, we left her in her room so she can lay down. After a while, she came back to check on her, you know how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay, then let's knock on her door. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a grasp out of me.
Nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderer scheme. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I wouldn't even budge it. Tuka was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why she's so scared? I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? He can.
That's...
What do you want?
Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
She doesn't even know his name. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't put it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's go back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Tuka talking about? Is that something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on
Let's
her.
go.
The library. Come on, let's go in. There's the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the
Don't make me
library.
repeat
Don't make me say it again. That's fine, whatever. Okay. Oh, the lamp. We have to check the lamp. I remember there was something to do with the lamp. Okay, I guess not yet. Let me just look for coins too. I think it's what we need is in a book probably, because he was looking at a book earlier. Oh my goodness, I literally already checked everything. What? Oh, over here. Oh, over here. Where? Do you want me to check? I already checked everything. I think. Oh! Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Don't make me repeat.
Where do I check? My goodness. Go to the archive.
Let's go. So... That's enough.
They detail other people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a common herd. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean ones with real power, secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in it. Okay. Let's look at everything on the ground. It's a desk lamp. It's the same one set by a courier using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then moved over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. There's a wooden box, it's empty. Although judging by the smudges on the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved to be useful when I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file, huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. There's no telling whose crosshairs we might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. If you're thinking of looking for any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful, huh? What do you mean? All the files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. There are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of the room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit in your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally choose to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power hosts people truly wield, or perhaps.
What?
Oh wait, he said something. Wait, no, I keep skipping it. You read this documents more than once. All this has to be like top secret confidential stuff. So why? My family has a reading room just like this at home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Is the genocide Jack case. That's Utopia. Kuya, grab a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Bloodless is written in blood and the victim's body suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. The second characteristic where the victims are the only ones who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out, huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse.
That's right.
That's the key question, but in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
the
words,
corporation of copycat killers, the real Genocide Jack.
In other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. The Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such
that it? Can I leave?
That's
But you can't take it with you. Oh, are we looking at all his murders? The Yakuza handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I reached the page where photos of the scene each criminal had been collected. Oh damn. The names of genocide jazz victims ran off for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Joji Gaku, 23, Kano Ise, 14, Kakeshi Yoshida, 30. Damn. Oh no, but it can't be Genocide Jack because he uses scissors. That's like his thing, because I noticed that in all of them he uses scissors. And Chihiro was murdered with dumbbell. Yup, big brain. And at the end of the scene of every murder, the world below this was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the crimes to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Others suggest that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely that there was any external reason for this. That the suspect may potentially suffer from DID.
so. In other words,
They have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of things you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
let's go. I don't have time. Goodbye.
I don't think it was Genocide Jack. Okay, now where do I go? What's it do? Oh, well, I think I'm still investigating. I want to go to, where was it? No, it was downstairs, I think, in the back. No, not the gym, no! Let's go back. I'm meant to go back to the locker rooms. But where was it? Like a squeaking noise. I don't know what that is. Anyways, what was I gonna go? Oh, is it down or up? I don't remember actually. I'm literally lost. Hold on. I'm lost. Or hold on. I'm gonna start looking at my map more often. Let's go back this way. Wait, I can teleport. Let me see if I can teleport. Wait, no, actually, never mind. I don't want to. Here it is. We're here anyways. Wait, it was the pool. Crap, it was the pool. Oh man. Okay, let's go back to the pool. Where am I? Wait, oh man. Where do I? Wait, where am I? Can I not go upstairs right now? Or what? Second floor. Library, archive. No, hold on. Finally, damn. Oh my god, that took so long. Okay. Hopefully this is the right place. Going in here. Yes, okay, I can go in there. Let's look for some clues in here. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Yep, that's because whoever was in here switched them. Let's leave now. Is there anything else? Wait, no, this is not robot. Let's see if he's in clues. Revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Emirates, what did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet, but I guarantee what is almost still the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg says she witnessed something worthwhile too. What did she say? She refused to tell me like when a girl believes the boy she likes, right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but same time not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, I think I already go to the warehouse. Where is Celeste? Wait, no, I think. Oh, should I go back? No. I think I'm 75% done with everything. Wait. Okay, let's just leave. Oh, never mind. I guess there's still clues in here. Yikes. Yikes.
Damn. No forgiveness.
I'm just gonna talk to everyone and then I'm just gonna do. Okay, never mind. I don't think there's anything here. I think I already checked everything. Oh, I guess never mind. Wait, not that.
Indeed. However,
I have to get going. Okay.
well, so that
You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Although her handbook is missing, you might want to determine his whereabouts. No. Let's search her body again though. Thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Better give it a shot anyway. Let's see him. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. This rope has a plug. This isn't a rope at all, but the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But I see them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file. Something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added. Okay, is that all? Okay, never mind. I still need some stuff. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place to find something like this. But wait, that reminds me what the Putin locker room is. That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. Is that all? Or is there still more? Can I leave? Yeah. Okay, I guess there's still more things I had to discover. Or should I talk to him again?
I see you.
You know. Come on. This is just the same thing he said last time. Wow. I don't think there's anything in there because it wouldn't let me leave before. What else did I look at then? In here again? Okay. Now can I leave? Can I leave? I cannot. So should I just go to the pool area? What's in here? Yeah, I guess there's nothing in there. This is the only thing I can literally look at. There's really nothing in there. Where'd I go? Oh, I have to go back to the girls' locker room. Okay, let's leave. Yes. Should have just been here again. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to look at.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Never paid attention to the posters I see, but there is something that's been bothering me around the locker room. I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. A stain, but I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with? Okay, I guess that's it. Okay, I guess that's all. That's everything in there. So she said warehouse. But where's the warehouse? Class 2A, library. Class 2B. No. This right here. Wait, no. Fuck. I went the wrong way. Whatever, let me just go find it myself. Over here. Okay, now let me find the warehouse because I literally have no idea where that is. Nurse's office, AV room, hallway, class 1A, class 1B, hallway. Okay, let's go to the dorms. Now where's the warehouse? Is this the warehouse? I don't even know what this is. I don't remember going in here. Oh, this is the laundry room. Okay, I don't think there's anything important for me in here, so I'm just gonna go. Warehouse. Where's the warehouse? Kitchen. Warehouse. Here it is. Warehouse. Can I go? Okay, whatever. Okay, wait. Second floor? No. Wait, no, I'm on the first floor. Here. Okay, where am I? I'm like right there, so the... Okay. I think it's somewhere over here. Is it the warehouse? I don't remember going in here. Yep, this is the warehouse. What are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything. From food, clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
Most.
Might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you in a video. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
That was right before nighttime. What are you doing up this late?
I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that she was
Yes,
gone. I assumed she was
indeed.
merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. She hadn't broken our rule. None of this would ever have happened. She had not to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the jacket or duffel bag. Celeste says she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay, let's look around here real quick. No, I didn't mean to do that.
Indeed? Hmm?
Oh,
Are you
what?
Because I can see a blue track.
Oh, well.
I didn't mean to click on her. I meant to click on the stuff behind her.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, I guess that's it. Let's go to the library again. Because we saw an extension cord that was possibly from the library. F1. Okay, let's go second floor. Where'd I go? Oh, well, I guess let's just go right here. And we'll actually let me go inside of it. But what? Library, 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 right here. The lamp, maybe? That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Is that all? Let's go to the archive. Wait. But the only one who did something like that, I can think of anyone but Byakuya. Okay, I guess he took the book in here. Okay, let's go. There's nothing else here, I guess. So where else do I go? Or do I have to talk to everybody? Go to the dining hall with that girl, with Aoi. I don't think I've been in there to talk to her yet. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack, so I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry. Yeah! But don't worry, I'm headed back as soon as I can. Toko's not exactly a cousin, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, are you eating a donut? Of course, of course.
Oh. Well... Yeah, totally.
It's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around her own sex, but totally fine without sex? Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw as that kind of girl. Oh, is it time?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It's about to begin. Okay. blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Choco's not here. Choco is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
I'm just kidding. How could I forget that I love my job?
What?
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. Can't believe we would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay, then hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Shall we get... It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and neat. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to click.
Hey, come.
Okay, can we go now? It's true. Give this small non reply. With a nice deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected until finally it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say I don't hate it at all. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Everyone, please enter assigned seats. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes. Okay, I think before I start the trial, I will be right back. Okay, I'm finished. Let's just start. Yay, class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver that fatal blow.
Chihiro's fatal injury. appears it was a head wound.
I'm gonna let them
According to
speak
the
and then
Monokuma file, the killer
Go
used a
back.
blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Okay.
Chihiro's
I'm gonna do
fatal injury.
iron pipe because he said it was
It
an iron
appears
pipe.
it was a
and I'm be
head
like,
wound.
no, it was the locker room dumbbell.
According to the Monokuma
You're
file,
wrong.
the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Bitch!
Interesting.
Let me hit it. Fuck.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Oh my
Poor
goodness.
Chihiro.
Let me go back.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Yes, okay.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer, the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added. Nope. Bye. I've been struggling the ones where I have to hit the thing.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean,
For some reason, this part is like way
there's just
less
no
loud.
proof for it.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
Okay, I'm gonna do no proof for it. And then I'm gonna bring up the Genocide Jack
Culprit
file.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit,
I don't
isn't
think
it?
it was Genocide Jack.
What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Food lust.
Bitch, it's bloodlust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the poisoning of the victim was
A
poisoned.
gun! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Plus, they didn't have scissors, which is what the special technique.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
We've been new.
What?
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh, I suck at this. I suck at these games. Wait. This one. Schizo.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Yep.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed. After she saw the blood, she literally
You're
fainted and she
talking
acted
about
like
how
a
she
whole
started
different
acting
person.
totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her room. Yeah, we already saw that.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all
She
this?
said it herself.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Oh, this
You
is
have
another
only yourself to blame.
a
You
TikTok
came to
audio.
me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy
You have
fairy
only
tale.
yourself to blame.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, You wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
I don't
But
think it
in
was her.
spite of that promise,
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promise.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh. Genocide Jack is out.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty mane. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been for it, so she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. But she said I need to get some more details of all of this. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi
Where's
matches
this one?
completely.
No, it's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders and the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases. Look at the neck and stomach. Here you see a clear difference.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah. I've been saying, bro.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see the clear difference. Because it was an electric cord.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just
They're all
waiting
guys.
to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Another TikTok sound. Oh my
What are you
goodness.
talking about?
In all the Genocide
Danganronpa
Jack
was
cases,
carrying TikTok
all
back
the
in
victims had
2021.
something in common.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah! That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There is one person who could have copied the genocide Jack cases. Byakuya, because he read everything before everybody else.
Here's my
He's
answer.
like the only one who knows. He's like the one who has been telling us everything.
Byakuya,
Or who has been showing
it's possible
us.
you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to
He's like the
classified
smartest one,
government
so that's
documents or
But I don't think it
internal
was the
police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Fuck. Okay, I guess it wasn't that one.
Shoot!
Let's do the first one.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird.
No, fuck, it's not that one
before we
either.
found the body.
What?
Shoot!
So,
Then change
you
this.
said
No,
Byakuya
fuck,
was
no,
acting
fuck,
kind of
not that.
weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd
What?
taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting
Already
kind of
did that
weird
one.
before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it!
Oh shit.
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Oh my god, what is it?
Shoot!
They did everything, bro. Okay. Oh no.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Bruh!
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Oh,
You
I know.
absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Maybe I have to do
But
that.
he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room.
Wait. Oh fuck. Wait, how do I do that?
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Oh, okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
There we
But
go.
he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
There we go.
No, it's wrong. I'll tell you what's so because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like I have nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to
anywhere,
it.
I feel like.
Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proved Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
then there must be
This is the extension cord for the
fishy
lamp
indeed
that
about that rope.
Byakuya used.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before.
Liar! Liar!
No,
You
it's
were
wrong.
using it. Why is he lying? I know he's not the killer. It can't be him.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, he's not
What's
even
wrong?
involved.
I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Not
I
so
don't
fast,
disagree
little
with not
boy.
disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the
Why is he
girls' locker
admitting
room,
that it wasn't him?
then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the
I
crime.
got it! You say you
posters
killed
were switched.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that switched between the boys and girls locker room. It was the locker posters. This one.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. It was the carpet.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way! And I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Could Chihiro really have gone to the boys' locker room somehow?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
I think it's something to do with
I'm sure
Leon,
that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong! No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glowing.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that in then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it, really? But still, I don't know what else I
Hold
can
on
do.
a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Can't she just tell us, like right here, instead of having to go all the way over there? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... what? This is...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, the world's really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Like I've been saying, the killer was a guy.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even
And
crossed my
because the
mind.
victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Why
I
does he
just
lose?
happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why?
Fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya
Well,
did.
why are you why are you trying so hard to pin it on
No,
him?
I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every
Suspicious.
possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer who murdered Chihiro? The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leo's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had you to use their own handbook. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find more clues. I've been saying it was a guy. The posters made it really obvious.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Wait. Let me look at this. Right before 9:10, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably, she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Guys needed to remember what that was about.
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Celeste saw him with the gym bag.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Really?
Oh,
Why did she mention
but
it?
I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
How do you know it was a blue tracksuit? We never said anything about a blue tracksuit. And it was a tracksuit.
Hold on a
I thought it
second,
was
Mondo.
blue.
What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility! Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For
Oh
girls,
yeah, I noticed
it's
that
chick.
earlier. I don't think I mentioned it, but I did notice that he called Chihiro dude.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You didn't notice such a...
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Not his boyfriend fucking defending him.
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It's...
My time has nearly come. That's what my little
Too bad, they're
ghost
starting to
friend
get
is telling me.
close.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? And it must belong to Chihiro. Bitch, why would you say it's mine? Bitch, it's not mine, the fuck?
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so...
Monokuma said that you can't
You're
break
right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Unless they use the
This one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's. Sitting here for all your confidence. That is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did
Unless the killer knew the weak spot. Because Monokuma did say that there was like, yeah, by hitting his weak point. Because Monokuma said that
You
there was
already
like a
told
weak
us
spot
before
in
that the
there.
handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and so...
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it! You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the
Yeah,
sauna.
like when they were competing in the
temperature in the
sauna.
sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's hand, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out?
Indeed.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean?
Like when
by
they were in the
accident?
What
sauna.
if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
It was Mondo. Because he was like fully clothed in the sauna.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Bitch, let me hit it.
See? Look!
I'm gonna know it's that way.
Makoto was wrong after all.
It could still be
Mondo wouldn't
Chihiro's
hurt a
handbook.
fly.
He could have stolen Chihiro's handbook. It doesn't work just fine, actually.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well,
Could have borrowed it.
here's how I look at it.
Not loaned it.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Okay, now we have to see everything. Okay, I think this one is this one because that's when she saw it. Actually, let me look at them. Okay, no. That's before that. Wait, no. After that, I mean. Wait, actually, I don't know. This one? Right there? And then this one goes right there, because that's already written there. And then it's this one. And I think this one's here, or I think that should be the last one. Let's go to the beginning. Okay, I think this one goes right here. That's right after he did it, and then it got splattered on there. So, hold on, let's go over here. Okay. What was the one of Chihiro? This one? And then this one? This one. Because that's when he was lifting weights, and then he saw him there and then putting the shit away, and then wait, no, what could be there? So that's the tracksuit, and then okay, no, I think this is him like entering, and then this could be the one where he's walking into the first locker. So could this one be him walking with the dumbbell? Is that before? Rolling up the mat. This one is taking off. Yeah, because this is him like cleaning up. And then this is him like going into the girls' locker room. No, could it be this one? Wait. Yeah, because this one is already like all done. How many more? This one?
Here's exactly what happened.
Did I get it right?
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he... It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
But why would he do that though? Why would he want to make things more complicated?
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Yep. It was Mondo.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
We have all the proof here, buddy.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is a killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. I'm awful at this.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Oh, my goodness.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Did I do it? Yay!
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Okay, that wasn't too bad, actually.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's admitting it.
I killed him.
What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta
We're
just...
gonna hear his story.
give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Yep.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is. So the Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Manda Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
It looks like Mando's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of Chihiro. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, once there was a young boy, his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're weak even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl, he had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, he only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at school, he had no choice but to accept this fate. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair, and yet...
I'm sorry. But...
I also don't want to leave things away. Knowingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, you'll be okay. It'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his body and mind, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell that person in secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to,
that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it would give me some courage, so he went and asked Mondo to help him become stronger. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? He did what? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But
How does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, you see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear her talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed?
What is this?
So it's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. While we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. Do you know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate backer gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across, but the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, his charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time, no matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. Yeah, he killed his brother. During the race, tragedy struck. The cute brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, he got hit by a truck. Oops. Yikes. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Aww. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the game. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who's bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That's because the explanation for what happened to Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to leave the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mono killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the gang members find out. It happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have all been for nothing. So that's why, Mondo, After what I saw Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzziness, uneasiness turned into rock hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you. But why? Why are you telling me all this all of a sudden? You've kept that secret all this time, you're right.
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. First, like a knife in my gut, exposing the lie I've been living. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong and hurt. You're right.
You piece of...
You're saying I should just say
What?
it. You're saying if I really am. Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. The strength he had to face his own weakness to overcome it.
What?
No!
What did he want me to do? Was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back?
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
Stronger than
You son of a
Stronger than
bitch.
Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down at the ground.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
He hid that weak side from everyone. That was a secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like this, and it turned him cold blood. God damn it. Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, from my mother. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as you want. I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing time is approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh,
Sorry,
I feel
man.
bad. It's so sad.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Help the hair. Ooh. He got turned into butter? Oh my goodness. OMG. Ooh. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be my brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. Maybe I'll just let it happen. He's going crazy. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again, but he of course had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game?
What is
You're
this?
completely insane. You know that game? One of our friends is dead. Of course I do, but this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except
However,
that. I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to discuss Mondo's crime?
What?
Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice calm and emotionless like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. I was in the library as usual. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing
There
to
is
it.
nothing to be
I
done.
don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late. I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mundo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up? After hearing about this, I jumped from something and decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. If we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before I reached that point, of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could see her sharp eyes squeezing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone who never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become black and I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You.
Do you like to perform these elaborate executions each time correct? My question is, do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why I have to pick apart every stupid little thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my
the Chogami family, for which victory is foregone completely.
You're getting all riled up!
It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mom for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. And the current closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those who were still alive, our wish for despair kept multiplying. It was the kind of despair that I felt like a blind puppy in hell, more like a failure than us. In all our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
What girl?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
like I know who it is, but I'm not sure. Ten students left. Or is there? Oh, I got Mono's jacket. Aw.
I know I shouldn't cry, but
yeah, everything's
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Girl, don't think like that. Come on. Donuts. I need some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisted donuts.
Okay.
Donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Sorry, please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh? Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? Oh, Chihiro. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always, and I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but okay, I think I'm gonna end it here before we get too far. Wait, actually, okay, I'm just gonna get past this dining hall part and then I'll end it. Today's kind of sucks. Santoka and Byakuya still refused to show up, and I haven't seen Miss Sasahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she was taking it easy in her room. That is rather unusual for her. She's normally so full of energy, which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then,
so 7 of us then. It looks that way.
How about that?
It's time like this where the community chairman needs to get going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look on his face showed he hasn't slept a wink last night. It must be because of Mando. The two of them became so close that he finds out Mando killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mando get punished and nothing he could do about it, I can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
well,
So I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out and we have no idea if it's ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, to do our best to get along and live here together in peace, forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is only hope we will have now. To live here forever. We have every convenience. We have food, clothes, or every need is seen to. Why are you so dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about that